Goes Georgia Tech over Arizona State and in the portal. Had time and intercepted at the 7-yard line by Terrell. Terrell, look, we didn't get to see it here, but he tried to run a stutter go, which means he chops his feet, try to get the DB to settle, and then take off again. And Terrell said, I ain't having it. You're not getting me. As a matter of fact, I'm going to stay on top of this route so I can turn into you.
Something that you learn over the course of time.
Take a little space, and there's an interception. Picked off, Terrell.
And not being on the same page as his receiver, and Terrell, I mean, he's looking like, wow. Hey, man, I'll take it.
3rd and 9, Tigers bring the pressure. Musmeyer back pedals. It's a low throw. It's incomplete. Tried to get it to Aaron.
And great tight coverage. That's him in the slot. That's good against good. Aaron Anderson can separate, but that time with the pressure, Nussmeier's got to get rid of that ball. Tries to go low and away.
Looking to build off last year's productivity. 2nd and 7, play fake. Bauer Sharp's got his second catch. The ball comes loose. Clemson scoops it up, and taking it back the other way is Ricardo Jones, who recovered the fumble by the tight end. Terrell knocked it loose.
Watch his head, see that. Sees it, okay, get it out quickly, and then boom, Bauer, I think, surprised with that corner. Terrell closing as quickly as he did, and Jones is there to pick it up. So it's the run. Let's see if the knee is down. Well, that ball is starting to come out. So it looks like that's a fumble before the knee touched.
Haynes came from midfield. That goes backwards. It is scooped up on a hop. Nowhere to go, Eric Rivers. And he'll go down there to help on the stop. Loss of 12. You don't see corners run over tight ends too often in pass protection. Watch Terrell. He gets the tight end off balance. J.T. Byrne, who's having a little bit of a rough day as far as the block. Still have all 3 of theirs to go. And Shelley bobbled and nearly hauled in. Another excellent opportunity for Justice Ross Simmons, but Terrell was there. And these receivers are just so difficult to deal with because of how tall they are. And Terrell does a nice. Syracuse only 1 for 7 on 3rd down, but they haven't had a lot of 3rd downs, and they've gotten a couple of 4th down conversions. That 3rd down conversion, not there, broken up. Look at the patience Terrell has as he picks Jonte Cook coming up on this motion. Coming off the line of scrimmage, you see he stays square and patient with his feet. Doesn't go for any kind of fakes. Look at, that's perfect DB technique. You see his eyes were down low on his midsection of the way. Called off the bench to throw on 3rd down. Swing pass, charge free. Flipped it to Valari. Terrell him as he leaves the field, but it will be a punt for Syracuse. You see Terrell, he reads this immediately. Immediately. They're playing man-to-man coverage. He basically just threw
a load of a human being.
Zachariah Branch. And there's the freshman's first USC touchdown.
You see freshmen make little mistakes. Branch doesn't, and by that I mean he's got to stay behind the line of scrimmage. Ted, he does a great job of doing that, and then you see the north and south, boom, foot down, and that is what was talked about all spring.
On 1st and 10, a little flea flicker action to Zachariah Branch, and it opens up for him. Zachariah.
Well, it works, and Steve Stevens, the field safety, had to deal with it coming back his way. Number 7. Caleb does a wonderful job of seating it properly and putting it in his hand. And again, another explosive play. USC trying to hang in there.
Well, whenever you've got Caleb.
Deuce Robinson at 6'6", went high to make the play. Now Branch wants that first touchdown. He is in. Touchdown. Finally, Zachariah Branch.
Wild drive, and this, watch Zachariah's head. He's like, forget this. I'm doing it. I'm putting my head down right here, and I am going to hit that beautiful paint job that is a reference.
Play clock running down. Just got it off. Moss in trouble. Finally throws late, and he got it complete. And it's Branch on the run. Down the sideline. All the way to the 10-yard line.
This all game because the strength of Washington's defense is the pass defense. #1 in college football. Boss passes. Outside, Branch. First down and more. Zachariah Branch in the middle of the field inside the 15-yard line.
It's 7 guys walked up. Who's coming? Who's dropping? They're all coming.
Ball quickly to the perimeter. Branch has a crease. Zach Branch in a front race. They won't catch him. Georgia on a 3rd and long strikes for 6. You bring the house, not much help on the edge, right?
Stockton over the middle, gets it complete to Branch, and Branch in space is dangerous. Weaving his in a stack route down here at the bottom. Noah Thomas is going to clear the way, create a natural little rub route, and then Jordan Castell trying to come downfield, make a tackle. It's tough to bring that guy.
Branch trying to find some space and scores! The Dogs deliver the dagger.
Pretty good effort here by the block by 7, Lucky, but watch his instincts right there. Foot in the ground, stop and start, and then the acceleration as good as anybody.
Including Branch, who goes in motion. Chauncey Bowen's the running back. Pressure up the middle. Picked up. Stockton to the end zone. And it is caught for a touchdown. Zachariah Branch. Now the clock starts again. Ewers back to throw. Over the middle again. And it's incomplete. And it's picked off in the redirection. Daniels with the interception. Off the hands of Oklahoma State is going to win the game.
What's a good pass? It's Jatavion Sanders right in his hands. And he's on
Sophomore Deion Silas now in a tailback out of the pistol here on 1st down. And he'll get the call. Slammed and the ball is out. Big hit at the line of scrimmage. And Cody Walter.
Fly through. And the fly through was number 5, like you mentioned, Kendall Daniels. You're taught to see space, you run space. Watch on the right side of the screen. Daniels comes right through, and he's just a perfect form tackle. Right there on Silas. You get the helmet on football, and boom, that ball is up in the air. And that's the turnover that the offense for Oklahoma State needs. Knock this one in the backfield.
Plenty of time, Deckers. Pops up in the air and intercepted, and it's Kendall Daniels. A forced fumble and an interception here in the 1st quarter.
This time the football, to me, a little too high. That ball should be right there, belt high, or at least by the numbers. But Hunter Deckers just delivers it a little bit too high, and that ball is tipped in the air, and it's tips and overthrows. And Kendall Daniels right there, Johnny on the spot. It has to be Dimitri Stanley. That ball's just a little too high. Would love to have that one right there on the numbers.
Kansas had over 170 yards after contact.
Shedeur wheeling out of trouble, throws it, nobody there.
Kendall Daniels just sneaks through that right side. Offensive line doesn't pick him up. Okay. And you're right.
Hunter to the top, Shepard to the bottom. And another sack. It's going to be the 4th one for Oklahoma State. Kendall Daniels came in.
3 or 4 in the early going. Hands in the slot. Caught the ball.
He just passes him off, but he lets him get by. And boy, did he time that up perfectly. That's the 2nd big play we've seen from 5 in the Crimson. Big time hit, timed up.
Arnold trying to get outside. Oklahoma knew that was coming.
We haven't seen Sellers yet, legs yet. And he hands it off, and it's a tackle for loss. Kendall Daniels.
Play clock down to the final seconds. Chambliss, quick header, and the ball's incomplete.
By Daniels. Watch immediately how quickly his eyes go right to the screen. Looks right at it, sees it, goes straight to it, and makes a play. That's great play recognition.
Gets it out fast to Will Farouk, and that play is blown up by Leroy Bryant.
Give to Raymond. Bouncing off tacklers. He's still on his feet. Dips down.
1st down and 10 at the 18. Here's a handoff. Marshall. Otani with 3 home runs. He struck out, what, 10?
10.
Corner.
Barely got that snap into Danny O'Neal's hands, and he is
Spun around in the pocket and brought.
Huge part of today for Daniel Neal is just going to be have no unforced errors, and he just kind of fumbles the snap. And you're right, a lot going on in that regard.
Patience, Jaden.
Yeah. But they just keep playing so hard. They keep playing so hard, Brett. And I think what we saw, we've seen.
Gideon Atuka back in at running back on 2nd and 9. Smith in the pocket. Oh, had a chance to try to get some points on the board.
Got to be careful here, though.
Brown not going anywhere. And Terrell Thompson. It is the first full sack for Thompson this year.
Yeah, Thompson, he's down there in like a little frog position, a nice rip, but he spills into. That's why they got so much pushback. And until he got a blessing prior to their upset last week, he was on the hot seat.
Well, in this environment that we're in.
That's one of the reasons why coaches get real sensitive when rumor mill starts to turn, because it's tougher to hold them now.
And Singleton on the run. Gets it off. In and out of the arms of Nitro.
Hornsby. Perkins. Ball is out. Perkins stripped it. And now it's a fight for it. And it's still going down, and LSU recovers.
Speed. And look at how quickly number 40 Perkins chases him down. That is unbelievable. This guy's unbelievable. He doesn't even, you talk to the staff, they're like, we don't even know, this guy doesn't even know what he's doing yet. Imagine he's just relying exclusively on physical ability. I mean, he's the next in line.
2nd and 10. Hornsby torn down and set impact this year.
And right there, I mean, number 7, Trey Knox, the converted wide receiver to tight end, just really has no chance. I mean, he's working.
3rd and 18. Hornsby, look at he's being chased by him again. It is incredible. Think about that.
I mean, this is just, hey, you're going to spy him. 40, you got 4. And he's just watching the whole way. And look at him as soon as Hornsby.
Klubnik on 1st and goal. Desperate heave, and it's incomplete. Pressure came from Perkins in a hurry.
Come in motion, and what's on the other side waiting for him? Harold Perkins right here. That's a tough ask for a wide receiver to take on number 7.
Instead of a loss, Klubnik able to get rid of it. Wait a second, now his knee was down. They're spotting this ball back at the 14, so it will go as a sack. That's a good spot there by the officials. They do bring pressure. Klubnik on the move. Heaves it. Incomplete.
This is the guy right here, Harold Perkins, where he comes from. All the way around with that speed, kind of spying Klubnik, not letting him use his legs to create. Comes all the way around to force.
They brought Jackson back to Lagway's hip. Blitz up the middle from Perkins. Lagway got it off, incomplete.
And just a great job. Eyes in the backfield the whole way. Not the best salesman, stiff as a board.
You know he's blitzing immediately. He's unblocked, and Lagway senses it. Forces him out of the beat
At 65, too, so they'll try it into half anywhere.
Lagway given time again. Throw it into a crowd and almost a diving intercept. The skills, he can rush, he can cover, he can do everything in between.
And he almost had his hands on that one.
Lagway has latitude at the line of scrimmage to make some checks. That one's batted down by Perkins.
I mean, you watch how he is just engaged, getting ready to rush, stops his rush as soon as he sees the ball coming out, puts that long arm out and gets a piece of it. Man, he is really playing good football here, coming back.
Starting center, Jake Michaela.
Weewu moves over to the starting center spot, and Mateer had it picked off. It's deflected, tipped off, and it's coming back the other way. Perkins all the way inside the 10 to the 5. Harold Perkins, one of their best players defensively, with another huge play. That's his 3rd interception of the season.
It certainly was, and it's deflected by Patrick Payton, who starts up the field and then goes inside and is able to get a hand up in the air and bat that thing to Harold Perkins, The outside linebacker nickel who ends up picking it off and taking it inside the 10-yard line. We knew this was going to be a defensive ball game. We knew that the defenses were going to have to make plays. It's how Oklahoma has made its living over the last month. But LSU with the first massive play defensively in this game.